Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? We're gonna start the creation off with a Corsita. Such a nice car, this one. So yeah, we'll be dropping some saves tomorrow and the day after and the day after. We're gonna be doing a whole lot of DMOing. I just can't keep up. But dropping, saving, and everything, it just takes long. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. So we're making some specs. Some of these specs will be for later. Some of these specs will go onto the save. But we just need to make some of these cars and just figure out what's what. So let's see what we have to deal with. Yeah, I've been alright, Kiss. What's up with you, man? Oh, Frenzy, bro. We're trying to get like a brown, but a pretty damn dark brown. Much darker.
In the glow of night, say whispers low, footsteps echo. You move like smoke, graceful shadows flow. When you find me, stars align in motion. Softly floating, ethereal like ocean. Underneath the lights, soulful beats entwine, rhythms pulse, our minds awake in when you find me, stars align in motion, softly floating, ethereal like ocean. Feel the world unwind, lost in this embrace. Time drifts away, your serene space. When you find me, stars align in motion, softly floating, ethereal like ocean.
Yo, Cole. Yeah, cheers, brother. Still trying to figure out the hex, whether I want what. I haven't really figured it out. That's about it, I guess.
Now shut your mouth, sit on your ass and just watch me be great.
Jeff. What's up, brother? yeah, like I said, was working on some specs. So hard to do purples. Should we take a gamble and go with chameleon? Chameleon purple? Yeah, I don't like this pearl. We'll have to use this. We have to tweak the color accordingly. Nice. We got the build. We got the build. Let's fucking go. That's a fire build, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Yeah, instrumental is fire. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying out some new music today. The Vaca is fire. Yeah, I made a Vaca like this a while back, and I lost that Vaca, so I was like, let's get that done. Let's get that back. All right, since Ree, you're here, let's work on one of your specs. Where are the specs? Let's see what we're working on. So we start back to front or front to back? Let's do front to back, yeah. Eudora. Let's see. Let's make a banger Eudora. Yeah, it does, right? That dark purple with that brown. Bro, I don't know what the color looks like. I'll find out right now. So I'll have to actually get in here. We haven't made a Eudora in a while. Okay. What are we working? We're working with brushed. Damn, okay. Alright, a Siwashi gasoline looking green. We're gonna do brushed. Yeah, I don't really work on brush too much. So I'm curious to see what I can make out of this brush. So I guess this is nowhere near the color you really wanted. So you see, I'll show you guys what I mean. This is what the color should have looked like, right? That was his idea. But when you translate it to GTA, it becomes like so much more lighter. So for us to actually get the color we want, we need to go at least 2 shades darker. Alright, 48. So even then, we're not quite there. So we have to lower it way a lot. Plus, because we are using brushed texture for it, everything's gonna be a little shinier anyway. There you go. Now we have a color which sort of resembles this original color. We may have gotten a little darker, a little lighter. Yeah, there you go. Now we have the color. So, honestly, with brushed, anything you make is gonna be a little messed up, in my opinion. But yeah, let's put the bro wanted. Bro wanted the 5950. So here's the thing, bro. When you're using pearls on brushed, it's gonna make the car significantly bright. So on a color like this, we can actually use some pearls. There are a few different pearls we can actually use. But you'll see that as soon as I do that, the car is gonna be way brighter. I mean, they want brushed. I'll give them brushed. So just a black pearl, right? This is the effect of a black pearl. This is no pearl. This is black pearl. Because I had this Eudora from a while ago, it was brushed with a pearl. I want to show. Okay, I mean, whatever you want, brother. So we could have gone sea wash, which is 60. So ideally, let's look at it in a Ps5 texture, yeah? Alright, so you can see that in Ps5 texture, the pearl would have been a bit bright. We couldn't have used it. So we can use this, 58. We can use 56. We can even go like 151, 15. Yeah, 151 is a good fit. Alright, now we can go change the texture. Alright, so that's the spec. It's too quiet. I might be too quiet. Hold on. Let me turn my mic up. So yeah, let's look at it under different lighting circumstances. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the best I can do for this one. We are doing brush texture. We're doing 151 pearl. We're doing 120 wheels. Chrome. So the RGB has changed. So the new RGB would be $32, $65, $72 instead of $56, $116. So yeah, just to show you what it would look like with your original hex. So have a good look at this car, right? In fact, let me just take a screenshot. $54, $116, $125. So yeah, this was the original hex, and this is our edited version of that hex. So I'd say the screenshot is slightly better. So we're gonna do this one instead. All right, let's go look at the next one. Okay, this one's an FC one. Let's go. Unfortunately, it's an arbiter, and I think arbiter is not loading. Arbiter is not loading, so what we could do, we can make it on a tulip 100. Same idea. It has the same, you know, ideology of it. But we'll drop it on the arbiter. We'll just see it on the tulip. Alright, so first things first. Muscle freaks. Yeah, I need to update my mod menu and shit for that arbiter to still come up, and I haven't done it because right now everything works. I need to see the colors. I can see the colors. It's okay that I don't get to see it one car. So one thing we do with these muscle cars is we do a chrome secondary, because if you were to do your spec says to make it a one tone, but when you make a one tone you lose this effect of the chrome, and on a car like Arbiter you need that secondary chrome. So all the trimming and everything would so we'll see that. Yeah. We just do definitely do chrome secondaries on these cars. So we'll leave this at chrome. We'll make the other one, which is 110, 146. I'm guessing the same thing with this color as well. You see, I assure you that this isn't the color you guys imagined. So we have to go like 4 or 5 shades darker. But if we didn't do this process, I would have had to like send you the pictures back and forth. Or, you know, I would have just dropped this and be like, yeah, this is the spec you sent. You know what I mean? You would have been unhappy. I would have been in a position where I'm dropping cars I don't personally enjoy it. So yeah, I rather drop bangers, you know what I mean? So we're not gonna go that dark on this, we're gonna go 2 shades darker, not 4 or 5 shades darker. I don't know, we might have to go a little bit more darker. We're slowly getting there. Yo, what up, Junior bro?
You left a voice in fragments on the floor.
So yeah, you guys were probably going for something like this. Maybe make it a little bit more darker. So this is the hex you sent. And this is the color on the car. I can go a little bit darker. I can go a little bit darker, but this is the color you sent. But don't forget, we haven't used any pearls yet. So when we use pearls, the color is either going to go lighter or darker, depending on what we use. But yeah, we're going to make it a tiny shade darker. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's pretty much it. Yo, Bake Bro, what up, what up? So this is where we decide what kind of pearl we want. We can go with, there's about 12 different greens we can pick from. The first option would be 55, too bright. 56, perhaps. 57, not really. 58, perhaps. 59, no. So far, 58 has been my favorite. 58. So we'll lock down 58 for now. There's a few different pearls we can also check. We can check 128. 128 is too bright. We can do 151. 151 is nice. Yeah, 151 is probably my personal favorite. But there's also 152, 153, 154, 155. Yeah, if it's up to me, I would go 151. But yeah, let's look at 58 one more time. Really, the same thing. So 58 is slightly darker, 151 is slightly brighter. So let's do 58, which is worn dark green. Arbiter. So yeah, obviously we are doing it on the Arbiter. So the secondary is going to be chrome. But yeah, you can see that the transformation, picking the right pearls, transforms the build. How many drops they pay for? Well, different people are doing different things, man. Yeah, we're making quite a few. Almost a whole save for we got 10 cars for JP. We got, what's the interior color? Bro, the interior color and all of that stuff comes later on. We're not worried about that, but right now, this interior is probably light brown. Utility light brown. Um, so yeah, we're all set for Sunday anyway. All these will be done before Sunday. Alright, the new hex, let's save it because this hex is what is going to make the difference. 48, 69, 67. Instead of... Alright, let's look at the next one. Okay, an Impaler LX. Synthetic Z on an Impaler. What the hell? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna question it. I'm just here to make the color, bro. Hopefully this color doesn't need too much tweaking. Nice. This is actually quite nice. I don't actually have to touch it at all. I just need to find the pearl. Ferris, what's up, Ferris? Wait, where's Ferris? Oh, there's Ferris. Yo, yo, yo. So with this we can do brown pearls, we can do red pearls, we can do silver pearls. So yeah, let's start off with the silver pearls. Light silver, light silver. Ooh. 16, quite nice. So generally when I make a color like this, 46 and 47 are like my go-to pearls. We could do 46. It's a nice color. Not something you see every day, of course, but it's a bit vibrant, so I don't really know if that's what you're going for. A lot of people are into these kind of things, but if I were to put this color on a different car, I would go for a vibrant pearl. But on a classic car like this, like put this on a Cypher, yeah, 100% use this pearl. But on a classic car, bro, you gotta go a little subtle. So you gotta go 114 or 115. So if it's up to me, on an Impaler, I would go one of these pearls. So these are pretty much the options. So here's one. This is gonna give it a classic look. I think you should go with 115. It's quite nice. You can also go with like straw beige and shit like that, but they will be a little bit more brighter. But yeah, I think that's quite nice. The only thing which is putting me off is the rims. Um, all right, we've got the color sorted just to make our life a little. What rims? Oh, bro, nah. We'll drop it. We'll drop it on the synthetic Z's if you want on chromes. Um, but bro, I mean, if you're asking for my recommendations, I would say OG Hunnits. Um, yeah, I would just say OG Hunnits. Like this. You want chrome? This is chrome, bro. Right there. You want more chrome? Fair. There you go. More chrome. Yeah, spoke tattoo, man. You don't want chrome? But yeah, if I would just generally. Oh, really? Okay. If you're gonna merge it and stuff in the future as well, yeah, then we'll keep the Chrome version for you because the Chrome you can't do, the Benny's version you can do. Yeah. All right. So the only thing we changed on this one is the pearl. Everything else is as it was. So the pearl we chose was 115. Ah. Um, there was my initial plan to make one with chromes, the other one version with rims and merge. Yeah, so just merge it. You can do that. No worries. All right, we got a Stinger TT, brother. Stinger TT. What the fuck are these cars? Italy GTO Stinger TT. Hmm. They're mid? Really? I don't think they're mid, bro. Should have come to me for your DMO, bro. I would have given you all the cars on PS5 with interiors, man. Okay. Damn, I know that this isn't the color you asked for, but I really like this color, so I will save a Rooney this color for myself later. Okay, it is in the lines of pink. That's actually quite nice as well. Yeah, I wouldn't really change anything on the color. We will add a pearl though. Really, you don't like the stock rims? Alright, let's see what the rims you want to put on here. I won't be surprised if it's one more one more chrome rims. Surprise, surprise. It's chrome rims. Okay. Ps. You got it, brother. Um, you want stocks? All right. So, since the color is a light color, personally, I have never made a Stinger TT without stocks in my life. I've made about 6 or 7 of them. They're all on stocks. Um, so I was just saying, when it's a lighter color, you can't really use too bright of a pearl. So we're really just limited to the silvers and possibly reds. So let's go look at the reds real quick. So yeah, generally it's not recommended to do reds on pinks, but we don't really we have 0 pink pearl. There is no pink pearl in the game besides the chameleon pink. So we can go a slight silver, which is like something like this, which would work, but we need this car. It's a Ferrari, right? It needs to be more than that. So I would most likely go worn red. So yeah, let's see. So this is garnet red, not really my kind, but this worn red on pink may work. May work, but we have to tweak the color a little bit for this to work perfectly. Let's add just an interior, just for the sake of having an interior right now. We'll do like a fucking brown interior on it for the time being. Let's go tweak the color so that the pearl works better. So we need to, what happens when we turn down the red? It becomes, okay. Okay, at this point we're nowhere near that color, so let's go back to that original color. I would say that's quite nice. What do you think about the plate? What about the plate? You said Yankton? Blank Yankton? I'll put whatever plates you want in it. That's not a problem. Right. So, do we like this or we don't like this? We just have to figure out. What happens when you take the pearl off? It's not bad, but we need a pearl. We just need a pearl. We can even go. Now we're gonna have to go worn red on it. That's the only pearl, if there is a pearl, colorful pearl. We can always go like silver pearls. But yeah. Alright, so let's get this done. So the changes we made is the RGB itself. We added a pearl, and we changed the bill style, the rims. Okay, let's see what's next. Tahoma. Now for this one, this is a nice color. I don't know if this was intended to be this color or you want it a bit darker. The color, the build itself. I mean, I don't care, bro. These aren't my bills. These are your bills. So the only person whose opinion should matter is you. I won't be keeping these cars. No one else will be keeping these cars. These are specifically for you. So it's only fair that you get exactly what you want. Yeah, the rims are fine. Yeah, that's cool. So Bipurims, you can pretty much use. It's versatile. It's very versatile. You can use it on quite a lot of cars. You can put it on SUVs. You can put it on lowriders. You can put it on muscle. It just depends on the build, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna move forward, assuming or thinking that this is indeed the color and this needs no change. So I'm gonna make this color good. Straight off the bat, 83 is the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do 83 on this one. You want me to make it darker or lighter? Just the tweaks? I wasn't gonna make any oh, slightly darker. Okay. Well, we'll have to change the pearl if it is a little darker shade. There you go. A shade or 2 shades darker. We still have that other original color. Alright, it looks good. Alright. $75 is a nice pearl. Are we going to use this though? Let's see the next ones. Ooh, 76 is really nice. Can we still use 83? 83 would still be a good choice. What's up, Angel Bro? Ooh, Angel, okay, it's between 83 and 75. No, 83 and 76. $76 and 83. So 83 makes it a little bit more vibrant and 76 is a little bit more darker. So we're gonna go to 76 instead. What are you talking about, Sebastian, bro? You got any cars after this? What? These are for orders, bro. So yeah, I'll be making quite a few of these cars. I'll be making all about ideally 20 cars today. Like, are you gonna still make other cars after? Yeah, that's the plan, bro. That's the plan. Your request. I'm not taking requests right now, bro. You can place an order if you want. Uh, this is not a request stream. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We're gonna make one more RE cars, and then we're gonna make some more. Okay, so the next one we're making is also a brushed. Oh yeah, perfectly, brother, perfectly. We merged everything. We got the interiors all in one go. The hardest thing to do, hardest thing about that process, which I've already done now, is making 10 magic slots. So I got an account with just 10 magic slots. Nothing else on it but 10 magic slots. So yeah, with that account, I just do 10 magic slots at a time. 10 flips at a time, brother. Okay, so we're making another brushed Yosemite. Let's see. I don't really know, man, about making brush, but let's see what it looks like. So honestly, yeah, one magic slot is all you need. It's stupid to make. It's actually like it's not recommended. All right, come back and I'll tell you. I mean, nothing wrong with brushed. If you make it right, um, it's perfect. I've seen some nice brush stuff. It's just that you're limited to the pearl options because if you pick something a bit too bright, they'll ruin the whole build by making it extremely bright. Do you think we could possibly make a burgundy? Burgundy? Like on this Yosemite we're doing? What do you mean, like any car or you need to be a bit more specific? Do you want to add one more car to the thing or what are we doing? Oh, so you see the thing is, bro, um, that picture is of someone's car. We don't do that. We don't replicate builds. So I don't. I can make exact car, but we don't do that. Um, I can make you a slightly different car, but not that one. Yeah. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I just generally don't do that. You can have it made by someone else, but it won't be for me. Everything we make is a one of one. We never replicate builds. We always do our own thing. That's just how I work. I mean, ha. So you want a burgundy on the Yosemite? Is that it? Yeah, we can do a nice burgundy. So let's do 110. So hard to tell what the color is on the fucking brushed. I'll just make the color and then we'll go. Yo, what's good, DMO, bro? How are ya? This is PC GTA, brother. You just use like a mod like menu or simple trainer and stuff. You really like that? We just need to make a little bit more tweaks. There you go. Okay, and now we will do what you want. Brushed. And we'll add like a dark red pearl to it. Alright, you happy with that? If you're happy with that, I'm happy with that. Alrighty. Alrighty. That's all the cars I'm gonna work on right now for RRE side. Let's go work on the other cars which are pending, which is an Ignis. Oh really? Spurs finally won a trophy? That's good, bro. I'll be honest, bro. I haven't fucking been in touch with football since, I don't know, Harry Kane was in Spurs and, you know, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane was tearing it down, bro. You know what I mean? This was like 2022, 2021. Okay. We are looking for black stocks. Or wants a blue Ignis. Can't just make him any blue. We have to make him an extra special blue. Oh, JP, you here? What's up, man? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So we gotta go as dark as possible without ruining the blue of it. That'll give us more options for pearls. So let's see what it looks like when it's like around, I don't know, like 20, around 30, and around 40. Now let's yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that blue. So we don't want to be making anything we've already made. We've made a few different blues today. We made this Vaca, and that Vaca was really nice. We wanna kinda, do a little something different if possible. Let's go a little bit darker. Alright, we got our blue. I'm happy with that shit. Let's find a pearl. That's nice. That is nice. Does it look anything like the other blues? Doesn't look like this. Yep, they're all different blues. Perfect. I reckon we should just go with this. But let's see the other pearls. Just cause there might be a better one. I'm telling you, bro, once someone makes their cars with me, they never go to anyone else. You can ask George. I don't know if George is here, bro. I made George 10 cars first time, right? And he saw my process. The same thing you're seeing right now on YouTube, I did a one-on-one session with him. Just me and him. And we banged out, like, we made some cars together and we decided what we're gonna do. Like, I dropped the cars, give him the cars. Bro comes back with another like 25, 30 cars and goes like, bro, I need more cars. And then I asked him to fucking go to someone else for this DMO shit. because I wasn't doing DMO. I was just doing um, I was doing like best stuff more. And I did send him to a friend of mine, Nizam, who's also a great guy, very good with DMO and stuff. Um, but he's like, bro, he's good, but no one does it the way you do, bro. Like, you just make the cars look so good. It's because I do this. I have an interactive session, you know? Bed fits. Nah, we don't do bed fits, bro. We only do camper fits. Alrighty, this is pretty much good to go, I guess. I'm just unsure about which pearl we chose originally. Was it 82 or 83? I think it was 82, right? JP, can you just tell me which one you like better? Do you like the vibrant pearl or do you want the darker pearl? 82, yeah. I also went for the darker pearl, I think. Yeah. Alright, that's good enough. Let's see what we have next. So, yeah, it depends on how vibrant you want to go. But, so 83. So, yeah, I'll show you these pearls again and you just let me know now, right? So, 82 is like, I'll tell you exactly what it is. So 82 is a matte dark blue. 83 is just a matte blue. So this is 82 right now. 83. So both are, good in their own way. But yeah, I would recommend just go with 82. It fits everything. Okay, we're making Sentinel Classic a brown. Okay, brown on brown. Shit, wrong song. Where are these fucking sentinels? I don't see her. Yo, Dylan. What up, brother? Yeah, we haven't really messed with the color yet. college. Been there, done that. Do the Chrome version. Gotcha. No worries. Browns are hard, but not impossible. Let's get a nice brown here for you. So your browns are usually from the hundreds to the 80s to the 70s. So let's see what we can make for you. Nowhere near what we want. So let's do 100. Let's do 80. And let's do 70. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking fire. What the fuck? So are we doing like a secondary option on it? Are we doing like a red secondary or some shit? Like, do you want a black secondary, red secondary? So usually when we make E30s for E30, we go like a red like this. But if you place this on, if you put this on something else, it's gonna be a problem. So if you're gonna put this on specifically two-tone cars, maybe perhaps do this. Otherwise, make it a full one-tone. Just food for thought. Same like we do for the chromes for the muscle cars. When we do Sentinels, when we do Zions, how much is it for you to make me 3 cars? $1 a car, bro. $1 a car. So $3 a car. $3 for 3 cars. You just have to send me the specs. If you want me to make cars for you like this, then it's going to be a little bit more expensive than that. You want a full primary and secondary on this? Okay. Honestly, I would just rock this color, bro. I would make no changes to this RGB. Yeah, maybe make this RGB our own by... There you go. Now it's a unique RGB. So let's make it's too bright. So the pearl I would use is like a dark brown pearl. Do you want a pearl or you don't want? So yeah, this is an option. The 115, or you go 21. Visually they would look the same, but this is a worn black pearl. Yeah, this would be what most people would generally rock, right? But if you want a little, I don't know, like a little extra, like you know for a fact that, you know what, I've got a little pearl in there, but not many people can see it. It'll just add a little bit of a shine. So it'll be 115. So if you want a little something extra, then 115 it is. So you see where just above the tail light in the corner, you can see the pearl there. 114 is a little bit more brighter because that's worn brown, and 115 is worn dark brown. You see that shift? just above where the indicator lights are. So yeah, we would stick with the 115 if we are going to stick with something. Yeah. So yeah, we got bro, I would go for the 115. Yeah. I would go for the 115. But yeah, to the naked eye, it'll all look the same. You're right. Sentinel. Weevil. Damn, two tones are hard, bro. Two tones are actually hard. Let's see what we can make for you. I'm very proud of the two tones I have. Yep, let's make it happen, bro. Let's get you that two-tone Weevil. So, just so you know, when you are making two-tone Weevils or two-tone anything, one of them is always going to be non-Epsi. Just so you know. We can either pick whether we want primary non-Epsi or secondary non-Epsi. Both will give us some equal challenges to work with, like limitations on what we can do and what we can't do, depending on if you want the custom RGB, which let's say you said like a gray and dark blue, right? So there's a few grays we can use from the in-game, but it'll be a better shout to have a custom RGB. So that's what we'll do. We'll use the blue as the custom RGB. It's just a matter whether the Weevil takes the primary on the top or the bottom, because I think it takes on the top. So yeah, it does take it on the top, so we can do like a straight silver. But you did say gray. So we can do something like shadow silver, which is close to gray. So this is, just so you know, this is a metallic color. We can, however, change it the other way around. So let's go find ourselves a blue, which we want to use on the Weevil. We have to be super careful about the pearls we use. Um, if we use something um, too bright, we will have that pearl showing, and we don't want that. So we have to pick a blue which isn't too bright, which isn't too boring. The color itself should do the most of the talking, really, if that makes sense. So let's find ourselves a color which does exactly that. Okay, found something which I think could work. Let's see. Let's see if it does work or not. There's no other way to actually tell if it's going to work or not without actually seeing it in the car. So silver secondary can, like, you mean flip it? Have the blue on the primary, you mean? Okay, we'll try flipping it. But we gotta see it first. So when we do that though, we are limited to a few other different options. I'll explain the challenges later. Two tones are the hardest colors to make, generally. Because you can only do a little bit of this and that. Hey, what's up, Toby? How are ya? So when we do the primary, so I'll show you in Save Editor, right? Let's say, for example, we're not going to save this right now, but just show you to you. So our primary is selected. No matter what color we pick, we can go with a worn color, we can go with a utility color, we can go with anything which is usually scratched in the game. For example, all the metallic colors, which are in-game colors. We are currently using one of this silvers probably. And we drop this silver as an unselected primary. But we will not be able to drop this silver as an unselected secondary. None of these have the diamonds. Sorry. Right here. None of these have the diamonds secondary. The only ones which are unselected are the utilities, which are less shiny, which are a little bit more, I don't know, it has a different texture, utility texture. Metallic textures are more shinier. So your closest bet to having a two-tone Ps5-like visually thingy is using an in-game primary from one of these and using an RGB for the secondary. So that's what I want to do at the best of my ability. If it still doesn't work, then flip it. So, I don't know. Like I said, two tones are the hardest cars to make usually. Yeah, we will get onto the lighter silvers. I just need to find that perfect blue. Because we can't really use too many colorful pearls on two tones. Alright, I'm happy with that kind of blue. Let's go see what pearl, what... Yeah, so that's the thing, bro. Especially on a Weevil, you gotta be a little careful. Honestly, Shadow Silver is the way to go. The one we have here, um,
If I dream you back,
we can go Stone Silver, but Shadow Silver, trust, Shadow Silver. The blue we have, as soon as we put a more subtle pearl on it,
if I dream you back, if I dream
would
you
you look at that?
back, would you stay
Would you look at that, bro?
or drift away?
Now when we make this is gonna be fully unselected. But I don't know. Maybe I don't really. I'm not an expert with Weevils. Weevils are not my forte. So if you think this is good, I'm ready to proceed. But I don't know. Every Weevil I've made so far is a hit or miss. I like him, but people tend to like other stuff. Alright, so let's just keep this spec for the time being. I'm not saving it straight away. So we're using 20 as a pearl. We're using Shadow Silver as a primary. And the RGB is... So for 3460. Now let's find that perfect blend of pearl. I think we should... Oh yeah, like I said, the primary is always going to be unselected. Yeah.
Where did the warmth go? Now it's just the cold flow, drifting out of phase, lost inside your
So we can use 16. We can use 17. 17 is probably the best. What is 17? 17 is utility dark silver. I think that's the best I can do, bro. That is the best I can do. Art.
Just the cold flow, ashes in the stream, some forgotten dream. Where did the time go? Buried in the undertow. You're the echo I keep.
So this is the kind of thing, bro, is a little bit more advanced DMOing stuff. Making unselected primaries, unselected secondaries, without the use of, you know, RGBs, is a little bit more tricky. it is almost 4 a.m. for me. So we'll do the other 2 cars and I'll go to bed, bro. I'll be going to bed.
Where did the warmth go?
We've been doing what, 3 hours of streaming? Is it has been 3 hours almost? Almost 3 hours. No, I just want to get this done. This is more important than I have no time tomorrow. I have so many things. I pick up the cars from like I have to like do some like running around all day, nearly almost half the day tomorrow. And by the time I get back home, I'll have very little energy to actually build these specs. So Friday I'm going out of town as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get everything done, but we're gonna get it done soon. But yeah, I'm in the flow right now. Let's get these last 2 cars done. A Paragon S. Paragon S. Yeah, well, I don't think we've made anything close to 20 cars. This shit takes time, bro. So we did. Let's see what we made so far. So those are the brushed cars parked in the brush style. But nah, those are banger cars. If we just flip it to FC, oh man, got yourself bangers, bro. Certified bangers. So this is my spec. I need a new Corsita. The Corsitas I have, I hate it. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. So we got like silver. Nah, bro, Reed. Don't let me influence you on your builds. I'm only here to guide you. You will decide what you want, brother. So yeah, we went for a brushed silver rim. We went for the same dark brown pearl we used on that car. We went for the same dark brown pearl. Notice how the color is darker and it's the same pearl, but the whole car looks different because of the color and the pearl, kind of working together differently. This is a car I used to have like a long time ago, but it was fully scratched. And in my mind, I was like, the wheel color is scratched, the tints are scratched. Let me just fucking forget about that shit. So I need a new VACA. Might as well kind of replicate that VACA. And I love me my skylines, so I had to make a skyline. So yeah, this spec, even though it's on a Tulip 100, this is gonna go originally on an Arbiter GT. This is gonna stay on its own as it is, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of like the first time I've made a color similar to this. I don't think I've made any pinks with worn reds before. In fact, anytime I've made a pink, it's usually a silver pearl on top. This one is a little bit different on the Bippu rims. I don't know, Taz would like that shit. So this is for JP. I think this is an epic build, bro. Especially with the interior on it. And that's the Sentinel. It's got a, I don't know. I actually got this color by accident. So I was like, in my mind, I was doing the calculation that how can you make a light brown? You go 80, 90, and 100, or 100, 80, and 90. And that's exactly what we did. And we just got this. I was just like, wow. Two-tone. You can see it built as it is. So yeah, we're looking for a green. Okay, green is where I'm a powerhouse for green cars, bro. I don't even have to try hard to make a nice green car. Like it's automatic almost. So the question is, do we go dark green? Yes, we go dark green. Um, like green cars, without even trying to make green cars, I end up making green cars. So it's just kind of like my thing. A bit too boring. Did bro say anything about what kind of green? It's just a green, right? All right. Let's see all the pearls. Let's see all the pearls. So just to show you with a silver pearl, we're not gonna do a silver. Ooh, silver pearl, kind of nice. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'll consider it now for sure. But yeah, let's look at all the green pearls. Bangers, no, it's too bright. This is nice, but wait, you mean the color? Damn, can you go back to stream and tell me what hex we had? Because that hex is gone. By the time you saw it, the hex is gone already. But yeah, I think you might have seen the color without the pearl. Remember, when we add the pearl, everything changes. Everything changes with the pearl, so, and vice versa. You tweak the color, you tweak the pearl, you tweak the pearl, you tweak the color, back and forth. Let's use 79 and try to make this work somehow. Obviously, I don't want you to have the same kind of green as others do. And I think, woo! That's pretty nice. Maybe a bit bright. Let's make this like a tiny bit darker. Tiny bit darker. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the color. Let's fix the pearl. Let's find the right pearl for it. But yeah, this is definitely one of a kind. So I would not do this pearl personal choice, but if you do like 128 on this color, let me know. Like this is just a bit too bright for my personal taste, but I agree that this does look pretty nice. So this is an option, 128, and the other option was 78. No, sorry, 58. I don't know, I like 128 better. I definitely like 128. Okay, let's see 128 and 151. But hey man, this makes it a bit more subtle, more elegant and stuff. But 128 makes it really pop. Ooh. Alright, I changed my mind. It's between 155 and 128. So 128 is a little more brighter. 151, you like 151? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. 151 is nice. But 155 is also nice. Fuck, they're also nice. They're all so nice. It's luxury, subtle. So subtle would be 151. Yeah, there you go. 151 would be the subtle pearl. Alright, let's make it happen. Do you want black wheels on it? Do you want some other wheels on it? You want black wheels on it. Alright, we got our spec. Perfect. If only you could lower. Okay. Another banger in the books. So let's see what's the last one. Last one is the RX-7. Shit. Let's make a banger RX-7. You want dark purple. Dark purple RX-7. I just love this process, bro, where I line up all these cars and, you know, you can see it as you do it. It's like, yeah, did I just make those? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We're in the business of making bangers, bro. IRL bangers, to be specific. Because there are other people who make bangers all the time. They're just a little modded. Alright, we want a dark purple. I don't really have any dark purples. Yeah, I don't have any purples, so we're gonna have to make a purple color. You want silver rims? Let's just make you. Let's do like aluminium rims. Let's do like brushed steel. Yo, that is nice. Sort of. That's nice. Let's get rid of the blue pearl. So the thing about purples is also a problem. We only have 2 purple pearls in the game, um, which are a little unfortunate. So we have to use either 148, which is a bit vibrant. Not my go-to purple pearl. I generally stay away from this pearl. But a lot of people seem to enjoy this pearl. I don't mind. I don't hate. I don't blame them because there's only 2 pearls in the game which are unselected, which are not chameleon. There are chameleon purple pearls, which I actually prefer over these pearls. So yeah, you may not be able to. I may not be able to show you this pearl, but if you want, we can drop this car with the chameleon purple pearl. Chameleon anodized pearl. Yeah. Anodized chameleon. Anodized purple. It does sound like what the fuck you thinking, but let me show you. Let me show you. I honestly have to turn on my console. My consoles are turned off right now. But I'll send you a picture of the chameleon purple pearl. I've used chameleon purple pearl on a few different cars. But no, that's the thing, bro. I I I can't visually see it. So I showed you this pearl, which is not bad. Most people, 99% use this pearl because this is the only pearl they can usually use. Now there is a darker purple pearl, which is almost pointless because this is it. You can barely see it, but it's there. Can you see that pearl? But it's a bit boring. So the other alternative to a purple pearl is actually a blue pearl, which is 76. So if you just want to play it safe, you can go 76. But if you don't want to play it safe and if you want to just kind of go for it, I would just say go for the chameleon anodized purple pearl. But yeah, but have a good look at this. I think this looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good, man. But as far as purple pearls go, this is it. Fuck it. I'll turn my console on, bro. I'll turn my console on and show you guys right now. let's get this sorted. Let's get this decided because yeah, we don't really have too much for pearls, yeah. But yeah, generally this is it. This is basically all the cars we'll be working on today. I will be going to sleep shortly. Um but yeah, let's quickly go see this purple pearl I'm talking about. I'm not freezing time or nothing. Actually, let's freeze time and see it in the daytime. Yeah, might as well. I mean, bro, when you pay me to make you a car, all this is standard. Like, this is part of the process. Usually, when people send me their specs, um, I just like whatever number they give me, I basically just turn and say better. But if you want the full deadly experience where I build the entire car, you can give me suggestions, you can give me pointers, you can give me RGBs, I can work off them or start work through them and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, when I'm building you a car, bro, all this stuff is standard. Like every color will be checked, all the pearls will be checked, all the wheel colors will be checked. Um, Bro, I mean, I really enjoy making cars, bro. Like, I've dropped over 9 into 21, 23. 9 into 23, what's that? Uh, so I've dropped about 184 cars in the last 2.5 weeks. Yeah. I love this shit, bro. This is what I live for, bro. This is what I do, bro. It's my jam, man. It's my jam. So these bills would be dropped by Sunday or Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's when I have time. Um, I'm looking for a Reinhardt. Where is that Reinhardt? Oh no, I'll check with you before um I bring, I deliver the cars. I'll check with you. Don't worry. I'll work with you and stuff. So that's the thing, bro. Usually how the interiors are done, let me explain this to you. So until about 2 days ago, interiors were done in a way where I would first drop the cars to you you would save the cars, and then you would sell me the car or give me the car again. Then I put an interior, and they would get it back. So that is how interiors are done normally. Generally, everyone does it that way. But recently, I've been doing this method where um, the interiors are done in the part of the DMOing process. What I have to do in that process is I have to save those cars, and and I have to do like a BEF merge. Don't worry about the actual details of it, but I have to save those cars and merge it, and the interiors just come with it. So now when it comes to giving you these 10, 15, 5, whatever cars, usually what I would do is I would just line them up like you see it in this picture in your lobby, and you would just GCTF it with your friend. So if these 15 cars are in my garages, I have to be there the whole time and actually give you these cars one by one by one. So which involves my time being involved in the process. But me doing the interiors with the DMO will save me time, as opposed to doing that whole task where you give me the car back and I give you the car back. So that's technically 3 GCTFs which has to be done, or 3 buy and sells which has to be done if we do it the traditional way. So let me figure this out, because if we do it the traditional way, you have the option to get whatever interior. But if we're doing the interiors which drop with the cars like this, the new method I've been doing, the options are not as vast, but there's still quite at least like 50-60 interiors to choose from. But the Yanktons are not really an option. I don't really have any Yanktons available to me on that new method. I have like well over 200 interiors we can do the traditional way, but the new method where I drop these cars with DMOing and interiors and stuff like that is gonna be a little tricky for me to figure out. So we'll see what the best way to move forward is. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'm looking for a Reinhardt. But yeah, as far as the pearls go, so this is what a chameleon purple looks like. So you get it? It does look pretty dope. It's just that I don't know what you want. I don't know if that's the color we're going for, or... Oops, my bad. Display capture. So yeah, what do you reckon? Are we doing that chameleon purple, or are we doing 76, or are we doing 148? I don't know. Since we're going for a darker purple, bro, I guess we could settle for this 76. But like I said, we're kind of shafted with this part with these. You want me to make the color a little bit brighter? Yes, we can do that. Darker gray? Yeah, we can. So the rims we can do graphite perhaps, which is darker. So you can pick a lot. You can pick any of these. You can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that, you can do... All of these are good. All of these are goods. So I would recommend maybe 118 even. So yeah, 118 would be my suggestion, which is brushed black steel. I'll show you the graphite once more, which is slightly lighter. 118 is darker, but yeah, we can go for graphite. 118, 118. Yeah, 118 is probably my favorite ones. And for the color, you said a little bit brighter. You said. I'll keep the chameleon pearl in there, so that you can kind of see that, you know. $13.00. There you go. That's it. That's probably the best I can match it. And that's gonna look really good. I have a feeling. And worst case scenario, you bring the card to me, I will change the pearl for you using Beth on PS5. I can do that. So yeah, I mean, I don't really just make cars with DMO, but I can also make cars with Beth. Gives me the option to, you know, change pearls, wheel colors, so on and so forth. We've got options. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, we're gonna stick with this for now. 21028. We're gonna go with the chameleon purple rims, purple anodized pearl. We're going with 118 rims, which is the brushed black steel. We're going with stocks, and I guess that's about it. But on that note, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for keeping me company making these cars. I always enjoy, doing stuff. That's why I do, you know, these car creation build streams. A lot of people telling me, "Oh, Deadly, why don't you do buy and sells? You can make these cars." But yeah, I don't really want my channel to be a buy and sell channel. I want my channel to be exactly what it is, which is an educational channel. So yeah, until next time, guys. You guys take care, and very soon we'll bring all of these cars into our PS5. Adios, amigos.